Not much has gone right for Mo Bamba in his first 3 NBA seasons. The number 6 overall pick in the 2018 draft has been stuck behind All-Star center Nikola Vucevic in Orlando, and has even lost his spot in the rotation to Khem Birch, even before missing 5 games due to the NBA's health and safety protocols. Bamba returned to the Magic's 107-104 loss to the Hornets on Sunday, only to receive his 8th did not play of the season. But it's hard to label Bamba a bust when he has barely gotten a chance to show what he can do. It just seems to me he really needs a fresh start, so he can fully maximize his potential and athletic ability. From a physical standpoint, he contains attributes that can't be taught. And if he finally does get his shot at showing what he can do, I truly believe he could be a special talent in the league. What's up guys, and welcome back to Hoop City. Today we're talking about one of the most forgotten names in basketball, Mo Bamba. Bamba has shown flashes of talent when he's seen the floor. He has career per 36-minute averages of 13.8 points on 47% shooting, 11.8 rebounds, and 3.3 blocks. The problem is that he's averaged only 14 minutes per game. Bamba doesn't shoot well enough to force defenses to respect him on the perimeter, and doesn't yet have the strength to finish at a high level in the paint. He's a career 54% shooter from the 2-point range on 3.2 attempts per game, which is below the mark of most defensive-minded centers who aren't asked to create much offense. Defense has been Bamba's bigger issue. Blocking shots is only a small part of his job on that side of the ball at the NBA level. The 7-footer is still learning how to defend the pick and roll and call out coverages for his teammates, and when to stay on his man or rotate as a help side defender. It's never been harder to learn those things because offenses are spreading the floor better than ever. Big men need to cover more space, which means one false step or split-second hesitation is all it takes to give up a basket. However, it's not just Bamba. The 5 big men drafted in the 2018 lottery are all still works in progress on that end of the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr., the number 4 overall pick, has been out all season recovering from a meniscus surgery. The rest have terrible defensive on and off splits. There are a lot of complicating factors in these numbers, and Bamba has played so little that his are almost meaningless. But they do show how difficult it is for a young big man to anchor good defense early in his career, which is the primary responsibility for interior players. As you can see in this graphic, none of the 2018 lottery centers are helping much on the defensive side of the court. All of them have a negative plus-minus and severely impact the team's defensive rating when on the court. Bamba, unlike Ayton, Bagley, and Carter, did not land on a team willing to take a step back to wait on him. The Magic had missed the playoffs in each of the previous 6 seasons before selecting Bamba in 2018, and hired a veteran head coach in Steve Clifford to get them over the hump. Clifford boosted their win total by 17 games in his first season, and got them into the postseason the next 2. But without much star power on the roster, Orlando has had to win games on the margins. In that situation, even the backup center job is too valuable to give up to someone who can't help the team stay afloat in those minutes. Bamba has needed time to play through his mistakes. The Magic haven't had any time to give, but it's hard to blame Clifford for not playing the 22-year-old Bamba this season. Vucevic is playing the best basketball of his career, averaging 23.2 points, 11 rebounds, and 3.5 assists, while shooting 42.6% from 3 on 6.4 attempts per game. Birch was a key part of the second unit that helped the Magic get out to a surprising 6-2 start before starting point guard Markelle Fultz tore his ACL. Some of the team's best lineups feature Birch at the 5 with multiple 3-point shooters around him. On the other hand, Birch is a 28-year-old journeyman who spent 3 seasons in the G League and Europe before signing with the Magic in 2017. And pretty much he is everything that Bamba is not. He doesn't have the same size, shooting touch, or tantalizing potential, but he's a savvy veteran who is almost always in the right position on both sides of the ball. He's a great screen setter who sacrifices his body by rolling hard to the rim and collapsing the defense even if he knows he won't get the rock. Birch does all the little things that a playoff contender needs from its backup center. It's unfair to ask Bamba to do those same things. He's a lottery pick with the upside to play all over the floor on offense. Clifford has let Bamba take threes and try to expand his offensive game, but the Magic don't need that on a second unit built around an elite 6th man in Terrence Ross. Ross, who can stop on a dime and fire threes after racing around off-ball screens, is better with a big man who can use his body to free him up. Bamba presents a similar problem on defense. Bamba's an elite shot blocker who has to learn that there are times when it's better not to go for the swat. Birch doesn't have that issue. His career block percentage is 2.8, which is almost 3 times lower than Bamba's 7.9. Birch doesn't make as many positive defensive plays, but he makes up for that by allowing fewer negative ones. The best thing that could happen to Bamba's development is for the Magic to slip out of the playoff race. They are 1-8 without Fultz and have dropped to the 12th seed in the East. Clifford will have a hard time finding minutes for Bamba if the team's goal is to make a play-in series. And Orlando has shown signs of life in its past 3 games, all of which have gone down to the wire. Clifford is starting to figure out a new rotation, moving Aaron Gordon to a more playmaking role in Fultz' absence, and playing him more minutes with the second unit. The Magic will have to play Bamba at some point, if for no other reason than he's up for an extension this offseason. They spent a high lottery pick on him 3 years ago and still have no idea what they have. Bamba's only 22. It might take a while for the game to really slow down for him. Vucevic didn't become an effective defender until he was 27. Orlando essentially committed to extending its rebuilding process indefinitely when it drafted Bamba. It just might not have known it at the time. So I pretty much see 2 options for the Magic, and one is clearly better. But it is the Magic at the end of the day, so you never know what will really happen. So in scenario 1, the Magic keep their aging mid-tier all-star center, who struggles to carry them to the 8th seed in the playoffs, and then trade Bamba to a center-needy team such as the Celtics, or someone like that, where he will have a chance to develop and maximize his potential. In scenario 2, the Magic trade Vucevic, adding more young talent to the team, which is already packed full of boom or bust players such as Markelle Fultz and Jonathan Isaac, who have the potential and upside to be great, but it is unclear if they will ever become a transcendent talent. This would leave the Magic with a very solid young core, with Bamba at center, Fultz at point guard, and Isaac on the wing, not to mention Aaron Gordon or the other assets gained through the Vucevic trade. But at the end of the day, I guess we'll see what happens. Leave it down in the comments below where you'd like to see Mo Bamba traded to, or if you'd like him to stay on the Magic. Let me know. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and peace out.